my name's Vicky and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my kitchen. Today we're going to be doing a meal prep with me video, which is kind of fun, a little bit different. You know me, and I love my what I eat, high protein edition, what I eat in a day videos. But today I thought I would take you guys along for my meal prepping before the big storm, before the what I eat in a days. I have to prep. So I usually do a mix between meal prepping and batch prepping just because I like to like switch it up throughout the week. I like to change things up. I like to not get bored. So sometimes I'll batch prep like ingredients so I can throw them together in different ways. And then usually I will also meal prep certain meals. I usually like to leave breakfast to my own devices every morning. I kind of, just because now that I'm working from home completely, I kind of like to just like wake up and do what I want when I want. But this week I actually really want to make some egg bites, which I can also have, like I can have them at breakfast with a smoothie, or I can have them at lunchtime, throw them onto things. I've been kind of craving like an eggy breakfast some mornings. So instead of boiling eggs or anything, I kind of want to do the egg bites, which is kind of fun. I have some cottage cheese, we've got egg whites, we've got eggs, obviously. So we're going to do that. That will be really fun. But before we get into the menu and the plan for today, I just wanted to say hi, hello, welcome, or welcome back, like I said, and thank you guys so much for being here. If you do like this kind of video, then I do lots like this. I also do lots of just like lifestyle, healthy, spending, just kind of everything, all the vibes. So subscribe and comment down below what your favorite meal of the day is. Mine is breakfast. Every single time, no matter when you ask me, breakfast is my favorite meal of the day. I will eat it breakfast, lunch, and dinner. If I do, sometimes I do that. If I could, I would, and I can, so I do sometimes. I also, you know, like I love a lunch, I love a dinner, but breakfast is the GOAT. Breakfast is the #1 for me. So comment down below what your favorite meal of the day is. And let's just get right into the video. Let's not squabble on any longer like I tend to do. Let's just get into the meal prepping. But before we meal prep, I actually need to do a little bit of tidying because I need to put the dishes away. I need to load some more stuff into the dishwasher and kind of make a clean slate for us to really get this chopping, prepping, batching done. And on the menu today, we are going, I started a little bit last night, I'm not gonna lie, don't be mad, I didn't film it, but I actually made some chocolate zucchini muffins because I'm trying to dip my toe into the baking world. I'm horrible at it, don't love it, not great at following instructions. That's why I like cooking, because you don't really need to follow instructions, whereas baking, you gotta be pretty specific or things just don't turn out. But it's trial and error, it's kind of fun sometimes. And it's something new for me. Doing things that you're not good at is good for you. It's good for character development. And it's actually, I think, like proven to be good for you to like try different things and do things that you're like not good at. So anyway, we're trying to dip our toe into the baking world, and I made some chocolate zucchini muffins. So I will show you guys those. They're decent. Like I said, I'm not great at following instructions, so I did it, and then the batter was like kind of dry, so then I added some cottage cheese to it because I was like, why not? It's liquid, and I didn't have any bananas that were ripe enough to use, and I ended up throwing those in there. The texture was great, and they don't like taste like cheese or anything. So that worked out. That was actually a win for me in the baking world. But on the menu, we are going to do a chickpea tofu couscous miso dish. I know that's a mouthful. Because I have all of those ingredients and I want to use them up, and all of those together sound delicious to me. I love tofu. Chickpeas, yes. Couscous, yes. Miso, absolutely hell yes. So we're happy about that. That's going to be like a mix between lunch and dinner. I'm just going to prep it probably like 4 servings, and sorry I talk so much with my hands. Yeah, that'll be like a 4-serving dish. Kind of back to my slow cooker days minus the slow cooker. We're just going to do that one on the stove. I'm going to make egg bites like I said. I'm going to chop and cut up like some fruit and veg just to have that in the fridge for the week so I can grab and go. My lunches are mainly going to be like tuna salads this week on like sourdough or rice cakes or lettuce boats. So I'm just gonna like prep all the ingredients. I got this fun little chopper, so we're gonna try that out together. And just kind of like having those ingredients chopped and ready to go so that it's way easier for me at lunchtime. At lunch, I do not like to spend a lot of time, like minimal effort is the goal. So having everything chopped and ready, but I don't really want to have like the tuna salad out of the can and mixed with a bunch of things all week long. Like for some reason that grosses me out. I'm sure it's fine, but that's just going to be like open the can of tuna, throw it in with some veggies, some Greek yogurt, some mustard, mix it up and throw it on to whatever I want and call it a lunch. So we're just going to prep everything for that. And then as I mentioned, I also just want to like wash my fruit, dry it, have it ready to grab and go. I did again yesterday do a little bit of that because I bought some pineapple and some strawberries, and I just wanted to eat them right away because they were so juicy looking and delicious looking, and they were. check for those. I actually just like cut those up and washed the strawberries and put them into a container. So we've already done that as well. Again, sorry that I left you guys out for that one, but we have lots to do today, lots to prep and to get ready for the rest of the week. It is a Monday today, so we're just setting ourselves up for success. And we are just gonna have meals all week long, prepped and ready for us to grab, go, heat up, reheat, eat, enjoy, keep it spicy, keep it different. I'm thinking on some of the nights I'll do like the tofu and couscous dish on steamed kale. I got some of that, so we have to wash that as well. So many exciting things, you guys. So if you enjoy this type of content, then I hope you stick around for the rest of this video, and I hope you stick around on my channel. Please subscribe to my channel. I would love you so much if you did, and let's get into the meal prep. Also, I wanted to mention that it is the evening. The lighting will continue to change throughout the video, so I apologize for that in advance. And another apology and disclaimer, the lighting in my kitchen is abysmal. It is so bad, so again, sorry for that. It's just gonna keep changing. It's gonna be a little dark, a little light, you never know. But it keeps things exciting, keeps things interesting, so just wanted to say that. Love you. Percy Pig break because I only have a couple of these left and I wanted some energy. I'm so sad. I need to go back to London like ASAP. Okay, first step of actually prepping is I got everything out that I feel like I'm gonna need just to eliminate the stress of doing it as I go. And then we're gonna get all the ingredients out that we need, and then we're gonna start going from things that are gonna take the longest to the things that are not gonna take so long. So I got my salad spinner out. I've got some containers, you know, some bowls that have tops so we can put things in them, as well as other little containers. I have other ones in the fridge, so I think I'm gonna have to rejig a couple things, move things around. And then I got my little spinny chopper thing. Really excited to use this. Not exactly sure how it works, but we'll do it together. I got my muffin tin for the egg bites that we're gonna do, so we'll use that. We're gonna also do that together because I've never actually made egg bites in a muffin tin. So I'm gonna Pinterest that. I've got my iPad out with me, my trusty iPad. Colander, and then I have pots and pans out on the stovetop to use. And now we're gonna get the ingredients. First, we're doing the egg bites, and I've semi-chopped some bell peppers and washed them. I'm just gonna do bell peppers and tomatoes, I think. I have frozen spinach in the fridge, but or in the freezer, but I don't really feel like using that. So we're gonna use this thing together because I need some moral support. I'm not really sure, like I'm assuming you obviously have to chop them up a little bit to fit them in here. And there is some water in here. I washed it earlier, don't worry. So we're just gonna, this is the culprit that like sliced me open last week, so I gotta be real careful. But I don't know, like this big, we'll slice it in, put it in there and see how it works. I feel like this is one of those things you would get like conned into buying on an infomercial and it just like doesn't work at all. But we bought it at Winners, it was like $9, so we'll see. Okay, I'm gonna put like this amount. That's like half of them, not even. But we gotta start slow, gotta be careful. Okay, you guys ready? Perfect. Okay, okay. You just gotta get it going. Is this doing what I want it to do, or is it making fucking like carrot cake? Okay, it like really chops them up, so it kind of depends on what you're going for. But I feel like for like egg bites, could work. I mean, we're in it now. It's just like really, really small pieces. That's okay. Anyway, I've already done it now, so we're gonna do the rest of the bell peppers in here. And then I think I'm just gonna chop the tomatoes by hand because I'm scared what this thing would do to tomatoes. And then we'll do the rest of the ingredients, which is literally eggs, egg whites, and cottage cheese. But I'll show you guys that in a little bit. Preheated the oven to 350 degrees because that's what this recipe says. Again, I'll link this recipe down below. I always just go on Pinterest. Pinterest is my best friend. And I'm using a recipe by someone called Sweet as Honey. Guys, the hair has gone up, which means things are getting serious. I will be very shocked if those egg bites turn out. I put way too much in there. I accidentally overstuffed them. I also added a little bit of zucchini, which I didn't show you guys, but just because I had half of one from the muffins that I made last night and I just wanted to use it up. So I chopped that, added that in. They're in the oven at 350 for 25 to 30 minutes. We will see. This is a learning experience for everyone. This is a do as I say, not as I do situation, because this is just inspiration to meal prep, you know, start your week off right, or midweek, whenever you want to do it. Just kind of inspiration, try new recipes, try new things, get yourself sorted. But not everything's gonna work out perfectly, but they might work. You never know, they could be good, hopefully. Let's cross our fingers. We will see together. But now we're gonna move on to the dinner portion, and then we'll do a little bit more of the prepping, like the cutting, washing, and putting away, and then we'll be done. And it really won't like take very long, especially if I wasn't filming, it would take even less time. But we're going to do our tofu, miso, couscous, chickpea situation, which is pretty much just those ingredients plus water, some seasoning, and sesame oil. So what you need to do, I'm using a BuzzFeed recipe, so we'll see how it turns out. I've got my big pot. We're gonna start there. We're going to heat up some sesame oil, then add some onions, and then we add the couscous, you toast it a little bit, and then you add the chickpeas, add some miso water and the tofu, and you kind of just let it simmer for like 15 minutes. So that will be awesome. And then we're gonna have that for dinner later tonight, so we can try that, taste test it together, see if that works out. But I love miso, I love tofu. Couscous, yes. Oh, Joey from Friends. The trifle. Meat, good. Jam, good. That's what I feel like right now. But couscous, good. Tofu, good. Miso, good. There's no way this isn't gonna be good.
I wish I had the same delusion that I do when I was doing. Didn't think that I could ruin anything at all. I could never fall. I wish I had that same conviction. The rest I never needed fixing. And like I really knew her business. Where did she go? Yeah, she thought she could do anything. Thought she could get anywhere. Confident she's number one. And if nothing, everybody.
Egg bites are in the oven. As suspected, I overstuffed them for sure. You know, they're a little deflated because I stuck them with a fork to see if they were done, but they were in there for pretty much 30 minutes. I think they're done. They were like really poofed up when I checked on them. So I took them out and like I checked the inside. I think they're all cooked through. So those are done. And once I take them out and like clean off the sides, I think they'll look a lot better and they'll still taste good. So that's all that matters. I'm actually setting a reminder right now to clean off the bottom of my oven because one of them overflowed quite a bit and there's some egg on the bottom of my oven, and otherwise it's very clean and want to keep it that way. So we're just gonna make sure we don't forget to do that. Obviously it has to be cooled down. It's very hot right now. So we'll do that tomorrow morning. And the chickpea tofu situation is coming to a boil now. We got some miso in there. I actually added some frozen peas and frozen edamame beans off the camera because I just had them in the freezer, wanted to use them up. I felt like they would go really well in that dish. And then it just adds a little bit of color, adds a little bit of green. So I did that. And now we're just onto the last portion of our little meal prep, batch prep situation where we're just going to chop and wash all of our veggies and fruit so that it's easy to grab and use throughout the rest of the week. And then we'll have lots of stuff that's so easy to grab and go. And I love that for me because then you're way more likely, as I'm sure you've heard 1,000 times, to eat healthy if you have healthy options in your fridge and your pantry. So
wasn't really ready, no, I had to grow up, but it's so heavy and I'm feeling low.
Ew.
Learning all that was wrong for me, and I wish somebody would've should've warned it. No, they did, but I kept ignoring. Didn't wanna have to face it, but if I don't know, it's gonna break me. Oh, yeah, she thought she could do anything, thought she could get anything.
all right, guys, that's pretty much us done. I just need to do a little bit of cleanup and then we will try the, whatever you want to call this, chickpea tofu thing. It's kind of giving stew vibes actually, because it's like the couscous is like soaking up the liquid. But anyway, it's been very, very successful. I mean, the egg bites, they're not pretty, but they taste good. I tried one. If you saw me put them in there and you only counted 11, you saw me make 12, that's because I tried one. I wanted to make sure I wasn't poisoning myself. It was good. And then I chopped up my veggies, I washed my fruit, dried my fruit, put it into a container. We've got our kale, all washed and ready to use whenever I want it. We've got berries to use in the morning whenever we want them. We've washed them, we've dried them a bit. We have the leftover cherry tomatoes for whatever we want. I love tomatoes, I love to put them on everything and in everything. And then we have the chopped veggies, as you guys saw me chop them up and put them in here. I cut my cucumbers into spears because, you know, I can cut them smaller if I need them smaller for like a salad or something, but I can't put them back together if I wanted them bigger. So cut them into spears so that I could, you know, use them if I want to just like snack on something or use them with dip. Same with the red peppers and the celery. Like for my tuna salad, for example, I put some celery in it today and I just chopped it up really fine, but it's so nice to have it washed and ready to go, and I can just grab a couple and chop them up a little bit smaller, and I'm so much more inclined to grab them when the veggies are ready like this. And then we have our egg bites and our stew situation just still simmering and warming on the stovetop. So I'm gonna clean all this up, bring the garbage to the chute, get everything ready, and then I'm gonna have some dinner. And it's like 7:45 already, so that happened really quick. But it's actually a very high protein meal prep today because we have and it's a high protein vegetarian meal prep today. I do eat chicken and I eat fish, but I don't eat red meat, and a lot of the time I lean more toward vegetarian dishes. I just always have, even growing up as a kid. When my family was eating meat, I would usually eat a veggie dish or a fish dish. So that's just kind of what I prefer, but I do eat chicken, and usually at least one recipe in my week will include like chicken or fish, but this week it just doesn't. So it's great, and it's obviously adjustable and adaptable to your diet and your dietary needs and preferences, but just wanted to give you guys a little bit of inspo. And it's just so easy. Like, yes, this was an hour and a half of work, but it's like a really nice way for me to unwind. I put some Casey Musgraves on the TV to listen to. I'm going to her concert in November, so I'm trying to prep myself. I'm so excited. But it's just a really nice way to unwind and get off a screen. I mean, I'm talking to you guys, but beside that, following a couple instructions on an iPad, I'm just listening to music, chopping some veggies, enjoying myself. And now for the rest of the week, I have things that are so easy to grab. And like I said, it's really high protein because these egg bites have, not only do they have lots of veggies in them, but they also have cottage cheese, egg whites, and eggs. They're definitely very high protein with the egg whites and the cottage cheese added, not just eggs. and it brings it down, you know, a little bit lower in fat, which is great. And then with the stew, we have the tofu, the chickpeas, and edamame beans. That's a hat trick of high protein vegetarian foods, which is really, really great. And then just for the rest of the week, I'm gonna be doing tuna salads. Oh yeah, so that's fish for you guys there. I'm gonna be doing tuna salads, which are just gonna be on lettuce boats or rice cakes, which I have. And I have the veggies all ready, so I can chop up a couple of them, throw them in with the tuna. I usually do Greek yogurt and mustard with my tuna salad. And then I have some lettuce that I can use as little lettuce wraps, or I have rice cakes like I mentioned. And sometimes I'll just put it on top of that for the extra crunch. So that's a really nice and easy, quick, high protein lunch option, which is really great. So that's going to be kind of my week all sorted. And then sometimes for the mornings I'll have some egg bites, but then I'll also do like a protein smoothie, just because I love a good smoothie, especially in the spring and summer. It's like my favorite thing ever. And if any of you guys are here from my other videos and you were patiently waiting at the edge of your seat to know if the Vega protein is less disgusting in a smoothie, it is. I can confirm, if you put it in a smoothie, it's not bad. Like, I've been leaning toward that one for smoothies because I said the other whey protein that I was using was making it a weird texture. The Vega stuff, Vega, not so bad when it's masked with banana and nut butter and other flavors and granola and stuff, because I usually do a little protein smoothie bowl. So that's kind of on the menu this week. We have the egg bites, we got protein smoothies, we got tuna salad, we got a chickpea miso couscous stew with tofu, and lots of snacks. Obviously, I am a big snacker. That's where I do most of my eating. Like, a lot of my meals will be like a little bit smaller, and then I will be snacking throughout the day because I love a good snack. I have right now, oh, those zucchini muffins. I have them in a plastic bag as well because I do not have enough Tupperware. I need more Tupperware. And we have it all prepped and ready, and I'm feeling so good now that once I'm cleaned up and everything's washed and I can eat my dinner, I'm gonna feel so good. I'm gonna add a little bit of shredded cheese and hot sauce to the stew, I think, which will be extra delicious. And then tonight I'm gonna heat up one of these zucchini muffins, maybe with a little yogurt and fruit. I also have strawberries and pineapple chopped up in the fridge, like I think I said earlier. So we have so many easy, nice, healthy, ready to go options in our fridge for the week, and we're all set. So I'm so excited, it just feels so good. We are washed up and the kitchen is clean, I'm clean, I'm feeling great. First bite together of the stew because it looks so good. I have such a big bowl right now because the rest of it, I put it into like a Tupperware, and this is the last of it. The cheese is melting, the hot sauce just adds like a little extra something. Oh, I'm really glad I added the peas and the beans. The couscous soaked up the liquid. It's literally just water and miso paste. Like, what can't miso do? What can't soy do? This is definitely like a more fall meal, but it's not like it's super, super warm out yet. I will definitely make this again in the fall and the winter. That couscous, it's the pearled couscous, by the way. I don't know if I said that, but like the bigger ones. And then we'll have a sip of our cool melon. Wow. I don't know what this company is doing with the flavors, but they're just like, this literally tastes like a cantaloupe in a good way. If you saw my what I spend in a week video, this is one of the extortionately priced sparkling waters that I bought, but worth every penny. Worth every penny. Absolutely delicious. All right, now it's time to eat my stew, drink my sparkling water, make a tea and have my zucchini muffin later, and watch some TV and veg out for the rest of the night. So thank you guys so much for watching. I love you so, so much. I'll see you in my next video. And for now, subscribe, like, hit that notification bell so you get notified every time I post, and interact with me, say hello, comment down below, do all of the things. I love you, and I'll see you next time.